And right now we get into a discussion with Mr. Peter Ndiangui, who is the country manager for OLX. Thanks for coming over, Peter.
Thank you.
A pleasure to have you. Of course, a lot has been happening. Perhaps let's begin with what's new from OLX.
Well, quite a lot, actually. I think beginning of this year, we started by saying that we wanted to get into the agriculture sector and start looking at how we can facilitate markets there to make them more efficient. At the same time, we also said we want to get into the construction industry and start making some headways there in also making that sector more efficient. So those two things are new, but even one more thing is new. We also said that we wanted to start becoming even more mobile-centric because our users largely don't use emails. They use mobile phones, mobile phone numbers. So we introduced mobile phone login in our platform and started getting rid of email-based login. So those three things have been the latest.
Interesting. Yeah. So far, how has the new niche that you're targeting, the agribusiness, how has it performed? Are we seeing improved numbers?
Yeah, for us, one of the things we've seen is, people are waiting for this because we've seen tremendous growth in people who are selling, whether it's livestock or produce on our platform. The one thing that we think we can improve is to offer services that lead to almost like an end-to-end fulfillment, so that a farmer who is in Nyandarua can be able to sell their potatoes seamlessly to somebody who is in Marikiti or somebody who has a cafe in Nairobi. So we are working on that.
Yeah. So looking at the agribusiness and construction sort of segments that you have set up in the OLX platform, where people can be able to buy and sell. So far, looking at agribusiness, to be precise, what is the biggest mover on the platform? Yeah,
so the biggest mover on the platform actually has been livestock. What we've seen having a lot of traction has been dairy cows and a lot of poultry and all the other types of livestock, including goats. Produce, we've also seen certain types of produce moving, for example, fresh vegetables. But I would say that livestock has been the prime mover.
And how does this translate to the bottom line of the company?
Well, as we know, the agriculture sector is one of the largest in the country. We are just stepping into it with a view of making it one of the biggest tradable commodities in our platform. And we expect it to become a huge revenue driver as we start monetizing. We have not yet touched monetization in agri-sector, but we hope to start monetizing agriculture very, very soon.
So what are the trends really around online commerce?
I think what we're seeing today is probably a huge departure from what existed 5 years ago. I think people were talking about the future of e-commerce, but I think the future is here. If you look at just the latest numbers around how much the retail sector in Kenya is moving into e-commerce, it's actually quite substantial.
Can you share that with us?
Yeah, I think already we have we have retail sector in Kenya, maybe about 2 to 3% of it moving online. That's quite substantial if you look at where it has started, and if you just look at the penetration of smartphones. So it means that maybe in the next 3-4 years, we'll see e-commerce probably move into the range of 8-10% of the retail sector. And that's quite a big movement, because it took the US almost 20 years for e-commerce sales to be about 7% of the total retail trade. I think here what we are seeing is similar trends that happened in China, where the movement towards e-commerce was largely a consequence of a poor retail infrastructure. And I think that's exactly what we're going to see here.
All right. Perfect place to end the conversation.
Absolutely.
Many thanks.
Thank you, Avi.
Peter Ndiangui there.